Hello everyone! This month's video is going to be my 2025 Mount Farm route. I'm going to be doing this from the Alliance perspective. The first half is fairly on point. The second half can be done out of order or whatever's the most convenient for me at the time. I get bored of mountain farming, so I don't do this every week. In fact, currently I'm obsessed with farming Avowed Rep and Zereth Mortis crafting items. I'm going to apologize in advance if I mispronounce anything. I'm using the Violet Seal of the Grand Magus to teleport directly to Karazhan. It's a 4-hour cooldown, so really good for one-time use in my mount farm. I used to just do the regular Karazhan, but once the Fiery Warhorse's range dropped, I swapped to return to Karazhan. Other than Nighthold, I'm not really interested in doing the same instance twice, especially Karazhan. After the opera event, I jumped down and head right to midnight in the stables. Then I use my Dalaran Hearthstone toy so I can fly over to the entrance of Nighthold. I'll do it on Mythic first, jump off the platform using a Parasol toy, and switch to Heroic. I do have the skips for Nighthold, and I can show where those are on my Heroic run. Is it even possible? After the first group of scorpions, instead of going to the left, we'll go to the right. There's a portal there, and we can go right up to the Night Spire, then continue on from there. This is such a sanity saver. I'll hearth to Dornagal and take the Time Warp portal to Terragar Sounds. This can also be done in Stormwind and portal to Borealis. Freehold is to the south. There is an NPC to talk to for porting out at the end, which for some reason I did, and then flew up to Borealis. This would have been faster if I just ported to Dalaran and took Stormwind to Borealis. Then I took the boat to the other continent and flew to King's Rest. After that, I'll fly up to the Underrot. I basically took a break and went to buy some fruit and to also get some Taco Bell, but I'm back on my farming route. I'll portal to Dalaran and take the teleporter pad to the Vindicar so I can do Antorus. I'm only going to do Antorus on Mythic. I have the skip, but I will do the Fellhounds first because they're easy to get to. Getting past Mythic Eonar was a challenge, especially since the videos and strats on soloing it are outdated. So if anyone would like an in-depth video on doing that, I can give it a go. So after the Argus kill, I dreamwalk and port to Duskwood. My Karazhan ring is still on cooldown. I'll fly down to Zul'Gurub. This can be farmed daily since it's on Heroic, but I don't bother. I'm porting to Dalaran, getting to Stormwind, and taking the Caverns of Time portal. I'm apparently super unlucky with the Experiment 12B drop off of Altraxion, but I'm glad I don't have to do the spine anymore. Next, I'll do one of the most frustrating mounts of my life, Mimiron's head in Ulduar. This is so annoying because it has to be done in hard mode. Half of the time, my rarity add-on doesn't even trigger to display the kill, so it's hard to tell if it's bugged or I'm not enabling hard mode properly. I really dislike running this whole raid repeatedly. After that, I can take the Uldum port in Stormwind to do Throne of the Four Winds raid. I'll sometimes try to farm the Solar Spirehawk mount in Spires of Arak. It's a 15-minute spawn time, and there's a tiny ledge right underneath where it spawns that I'll sit on. People camp their alts on the hill under the spawn location and kill it as soon as it drops down. And lastly, I may attempt the Battle of Dazar'alor on Mythic, but I'll skip to Jaina to try for the Glacial Tidestorm. I also need the Gmod mount off of Megatorque, but at this point I'm kind of done running dungeons. So once Jaina's drops, I'll start working on the Gmod. Some other mounts on my list that I haven't even bothered with yet. There are at least 4 mounts from the Shadowlands raids and dungeons, the Waking City, Zarelek Caverns has the Cobalt Shale Wing, Necrotic Wake on Mythic, so it needs to be done at the current level, all in good time. I hope this was entertaining and helpful. Good luck and have fun!